Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you're watching this afterwards, please hit the like button, please comment and subscribe for more information in relation to charts, and take a look at my channel content. I also post videos on stacking and generally gold and silver as an investment. We're going to be cracking on with silver, gold, platinum, palladium. We'll also take a look at Bitcoin as well to see how the markets have performed. Interesting enough, we've seen a bit of a reaction in relation to the previous drop that we can see in the charts here. Those heavy red candles heading down. We've had a couple of days of just sideways movements, and then today we've had a bit of a upward trend. So we can see on the chart here we got silver up about 23.5 cents. Or at least above 20 anyway, at 16.98. So it's testing that 17 barrier. So we're going to take a look at that. We'll take a look at where the resistance is and so on. If you're interested in becoming a donator to the channel, please check the description for details. You'll also find the previous chart video there, so you can link straight into the previous video. In relation to charts in next week, I'm amalgamating the Monday and Wednesday live stream into one. So we will be doing a Tuesday live stream instead of the Monday and Wednesday. The main reason being is the Monday live stream, the views were a bit on the low side. So it could be that I'm doing too many videos between those 2 days. So instead of doing a Monday and a Wednesday video, I'm going to be doing a Tuesday and Friday live stream. So just be aware of that. I will post a community post in relation to the times there, so make sure that you check that out, and you know that next week Monday's live stream has moved to Tuesday, and likewise Wednesday is part of Tuesday now. And then of course we'll do the end of the week stream will be on a Friday. Right, we've got Silver Junkie who's in here. Let's see if he's the first. He's saying what's up. Hey, Silver Junkie, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. I'm going to be taking a look at some details. I've also got a bit of news here by Yahoo Finance. It says gold prices rebound as Haven soars ahead of Powell's testimony. So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to start off with silver, though. Silver's up first. Looking at the chart here, so what we've seen is that we've seen a dump in this area here. That is pretty much what started it, and this is where we ended up in regards to the current. We ended up down here, so that's pretty much where our bottom is currently. That support level is about 1664. We're currently rebounded off that. We ended yesterday on, what was that? If you're looking at where we were there, 1674. Then we're nearly about 20 cents up currently at the moment. So when I started the live stream, we were on about 1690. So it's gone up about 6-7 cents in the last probably 10 minutes or so while I've been getting this ready. So we've had a bit of a dip here, and we're moving into a couple of days of sideways movements. And then of course we've got our attempt here to reach out higher. We've hit resistance at this level, trying to break out further, but we've been declined. Well, it's declined to break up higher currently, although this candle isn't finished yet. So there's still some chance of some further upward movements. So just take note of that. There we go. So having a look, there's our resistance level, which is a descending resistance. So currently we're in a sort of downward trend currently at the minute. So it depends on if silver's able to break out to the upside. Ideally retest this level up here, which is about what, 1788 something level, and hopefully break out to the upside and really start to test the further upside resistance. The next level of resistance, we're currently at resistance at the moment, so it depends on if we can break up through that resistance. If not, more than likely we're going to see some rejection and we're going to be headed slightly back down again. The next level of resistance is this level here. It's about the 1717. Followed by, what's that, 1734 and 1781, and then finally that ascending resistance line. So be interesting to see how that plays out. We're going to look at silver on the 4-hour. There it is. You can see it there. It's just trading on the bottom. We have had a bit of a turn here. So at this candle here. The low was 1675, and we've slowly built ourselves back up, and we've broken through that 20 EMA. Currently at the moment, it's still, this candle's still got 2.5 hours left, so hopefully it maintains itself and sort of sits above that 20 EMA average. That's the exponential moving average, in case those that do not know what that is. It's this yellow line here. So it's our average for the last 20 days. You can see it on this section of the chart. We've got EMA 20, EMA 50, EMA 100, and EMA 200. So that's 200 days, 100 days, 50 days. You can see it there. The average for the last 200 days has been 1752. The average for the last 100 days has been 1740. And the last 50 days is 1720. And the 20-day moving average has been 1692. Right, it's a bit early for the weekly again. So where is silver headed? If we keep this momentum up, it just depends on sort of what our next level is going to be. Our resistance is pretty tough. We've got resistance all the way through here, which basically means that it's not an easy ride here for silver all the way up. So it's a long way to go to get ourselves back up to $18. If resistance breaks, our next resistance is this line here. This is the 100 EMA average, about 1711. So just take note of that. Right. Minia Jetty Munahad, he says, hello, my friend. Nice. It certainly is. I hope you're keeping well. Thanks you for joining the stream. Right, we're going to take a look at the gold chart in a sec. Right, let's look at the gold. Priced at $1,465 an ounce. It's rebounded a little. You can see there by the candle. We've actually broken our 100 EMA average, which is great. So that would have acted like resistance. Although we've broken it, it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to end above it. So it depends on how many hours of trading that we have left and where we're going to end up above that level. If we can end up above that, old resistance then becomes new support. And then hopefully we can build up on that and start to tackle these higher levels of resistance. We're in the resistance zone at the moment. If we break through that, then the next zone is about 1474. The big one is pretty much the 1480 area, between 1480 and pretty much 1500. That is enormous resistance. So it's not going to be easy to see ourselves try and get above that. The 20-day moving average of 1480, that is the next major level after we sort of break out of this position. So if we can get to 1480, it's not going to be easy. Well, heavy resistance there. There's our decline in this area here, as you can see. That's here. And that's where we currently are here as well. So, and hopefully we're going to start to move further to the upside, depending on what news is currently out there. Again, the precious metals are still under pressure from the trade war or trade discussions with China and America. So just keep note of that. Right, let's have a look at gold on the 4-hour. Hey Tom, how you doing? Tom Gramstacker, how you doing, buddy? Let's have a look. Mr. Dave is in. He says, top of the evening to you. Yeah, it's pretty cold tonight. It's about 2 degrees out there. Sucker for silver, man. How you doing? I hope you're keeping well. It's good to see you. Right, looking at gold on the 4-hour, looks pretty good. You can see there we actually pushed up, broke above that 20 EMA average. Unfortunately, but then on the next candle we were declined immediately. Rejection kicked in. We were pretty much at resistance there. So when the new candle started off, there wasn't enough momentum to get it to the upside. So if we have a look over here, we weren't able to challenge this higher level up here, which would have been our higher resistance level over here. So currently not looking too bad, but we're still in major resistance zone. So anyone looking at, just bring that down a bit. So that is our major resistance zone right now, is where this arrow is here, pointing right there. You can see it. We're right on the top here, right there, right on the bottom there. That is a major resistance zone at 1466. Hopefully gold has got enough momentum to see ourselves sort of test these upper areas here. It was at 1473. Really push up and test these areas. Once we're above that, pretty much free flow until about what 1480 is the next major zone. So anyone thinking of getting into gold, keep an eye on the market. Buy the dips if you can. In case you didn't get involved in that dip there, I'm not saying that there is a possibility of another one coming, but it's just a matter of watching the charts. And what better place to watch the charts than on my channel in regards to precious metals. Let's have a look here. We've got, hey, Coin Collect man, how you doing? Seems to be an interesting afternoon or evening. Conflict says nice arrows. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Sell, so I can buy. Come on, Trump. You can make it happen. That's Mr. Dave. Right, so let's go to a bit of news here. So I've got that article I want us to have a look at. Right, gold prices rebound as Haven sought ahead of Powell testimony. This is published today. It's by Yahoo News. Before I show you that, we're going to have a look at, there's some other news there. Give me 1 second, I'll bring it open for you. A bit of interest. There was a bit of news there I wanted to show you there, but it seems to have disappeared here. Give me 1 sec. That's all right. We'll have to come back to it there. Right. Gramstacker is in the house too. Is it an RT article? It's actually Yahoo News, but there was another one there. I can't seem to find it now. It's interesting how you look for stuff and then it seems to have disappeared. Russia Today is the only reliable news outlet. Couldn't agree more there, Coin Collector. Graham, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. We've got DB Stupid, fantastic. Rhodium, show me some rhodium charts. They don't do rhodium, unfortunately. There's no rhodium charts, unfortunately. Mudswat says, woohoo, Silver Limey 79 is on. Right. Now that there's a few more people in, please note for next week, the Monday live stream and the Wednesday live stream are going to be amalgamated into one. So the Monday live stream is going to be moving to Tuesday, and likewise with Wednesday, it'll be moved into Tuesday. So just take notes that I'll be live streaming Tuesday and Friday next week. The main reason being is the views on Monday's live stream were a bit on the low side. So I thought maybe there's too much in between. So we've got like one on Monday, there's one on Friday. Not much happens from Friday to one day. So I thought, well, let's make it Tuesday. Therefore, it leaves the full day on the Monday for us to talk about on the Tuesday. And then we've got 2 days of action there. And then we discuss it on Friday. I think that's probably the best way to do it. So just take note of that for next week. It's that time of the week. There you go. It's midweek and the weekend is nearly upon us, everybody. Mr. Dave, there we go. Coin Collector says all about the Kaiser report. I know, I actually, there tends to be some great stuff on YouTube when it comes to Max Kaiser. Coin Collector, Mr. Dave, Jesus. Mark B, how you doing, Mark? It's good to see you. Let's see, we got Graham, hey, Mudswat man, how you doing? It's good to see you. Sucker for Silver, hey buddy. Hey Mark. There we go. Right. Okay. So let's get. Oh, we're going to have a look at platinum at the moment. We'll have to come back to the news there. Right, let's look at platinum. Currently, platinum price at $874 an ounce. Currently $5.37 up. Not much activity yesterday. We declined down. However, we're back in this zone here. So hopefully, the platinum, the platinum candle finishes above that 200 mark, because that can then create support. Currently, it's resistance, and we're holding that area. What we need for platinum is we need a base level of support. The reason why that is acting like resistance now is because where old support was, it now becomes resistance. So this area would be considered a support level right here. So if you see this line here, you got these little fine dots. That's where the current price is. If you follow it all the way through, you can see it there. That's resistance. Or support, depending on how you look at it. It's resistance when you're going up, and then it's support on the way down. So where this line is here, that is now resistance, and that's exactly what is happening right now for that. So we've got to pretty much try and get ourselves above this level here, and then once we're above the 200-day moving average, we can then tackle the 100 moving average, which is 888, which is then the next level of resistance, which is this area over here. So there is tons of resistance all over the place. If we have a look at the next level of resistance is there, and the next level of resistance is here, followed by the next level of resistance at this level here. So again, you can see it there. Platinum having a really hard time. It's going to have a hard time trying to move up. And then we've also got, don't forget, our ascending resistance line now, because we've broken down from it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas of resistance currently that platinum needs to watch out for. So it's got lots and lots of work ahead. Right, so let's have a look at platinum on the 4-hour and see how that is currently trading. There it is now. We're way oversold, as you can see there. The 20-day moving average is catching up, which is then going to act like resistance. So the moment that tends to catch up, more than likely we can expect a breakthrough of that level. As we've always seen, whenever we've been under that level there, we've always broken through it. So there's a perfect example. If you look back at this level here, it was the 15th of October. We broke down. We were underneath the 20 EMA, and we ended up breaking back above it, breaking down, breaking up, pushing up, and then testing it on as support on the way down, and then we had our run all the way up here. So it's inevitable that we're going to get through that level. It's just a matter of where we're going to meet it. So currently that resistance level is at, on the 4-hour chart, that's where our current resistance level is there, at 879. Right, let's have a look and see how everyone's doing. Right, Gramstacker, Sucker for Silver says, hey Gram, Mudswat, happy Wednesday. You're absolutely right. Gramstacker says, did any of you see my silver everlasting gobstopper I posted on Instagram? I'm currently not on Instagram, Gram, so unfortunately I didn't see that one. Give us a B, please, Bob. That's Mr. Dave. Mudswat says, Sucker for Silver. Update, wood, like that. How you doing, Mudswat? What have you been up to lately, man? Let me know. And same with everybody else. We've got Mr. Dave. What have you been up to? I suppose you've been keeping an eye on things. And likewise with Gramstacker, Sucker for Silver. Let me know how you guys are doing. Got a bit of Kitco news here, so we're going to move on to the Kitco news report there. Right, here, this is from Kitco. This was posted on Wednesday, November 13th in the morning. It's by Jim Wyckoff. It says, gold, silver prices up on keener risk aversion. Right, it says gold and silver prices are higher in early US trading on Wednesday. The precious metals are seeing some safe haven demand at midweek. I mean, you'd think, like, considering the massive dump that we've had, that it wouldn't be necessarily demand. It would actually be people trying to profit off the massive decline that we've just seen. So it's interesting that they just put it down to precious metals are seeing some safe haven demand on the midweekend. It's more like we've seen a massive drop in regards to gold and silver price. It's now time to get in and see if we can make some profits, along with some short coverings in the futures market following recent selling pressure. The December gold futures were last up $11.90 an ounce to $1,465. The December COMEX silver prices were last up 0.22, that's 22 cents at 16.93. Guys, just make sure you hit the like button, please. I want to see some thumbs up. If you guys can do that, it would be fantastic. Risk aversion is keener at midweek following remarks made by Trump in his speech next New York Tuesday. The Mercurial Trump appeared to suggest the US is not so keen on removing its tariffs on Chinese imports. And this is it, precisely it. If I look at the reason why we saw the decline in precious metals, and I said this in the last video, it was all based on complete and utter nonsense. I mean, it was all speculation that, oh, hang on a sec, there is, it looks like there's going to be a deal happening. Meanwhile, there was no such talk about. I even saw specific quotes that suggested to me that they weren't even near an agreement, but precious metals went off that, and of course everyone dumped. Well, he said trade talks are going well. Again, trade talks are going well. That doesn't mean anything because he's been saying that and saying that and saying that probably for the last, I don't know, week, 2 weeks. And a phase one deal could be reached soon. Now, again, that is another one. Could be reached doesn't necessarily mean it will be reached. Obviously, he's got concessions, and the Chinese have got concessions. And I don't think it's going to be as easy as everybody thinks. Reports have said the Chinese are adamant that a US tariff must be removed to get a phase one trade deal signed. And there you go. They're saying it must be removed. He's saying it's not. Then he's not removing it. So to me, that doesn't look like a deal. It should be not at all surprising that the marketplace's perception of progress on trade talks between the world's two largest economies have ticked in the recent days. I mean, there you go again. So it should not be at all surprising that the market's perception of progress on the trade talks between the two largest economies have ticked in recent days. Well, again, if it had downticked, then why do we see such a huge drop in precious metals? It generally means that there's a slowdown in regards to the perception of what's happening. But meanwhile, we haven't seen a major reaction rally. You'd expect to see a far higher reaction rally than we're currently seeing at the moment in regards to any precious metal pricing at the moment. Gramstacker says, you got to get on there, Limey. There you go. I got to get on to Instagram. That's the one. Mudswat says, Silver Limey, I made one of the biggest purchases video on it in a week or so. Awesome, man. That's great. I've got my eyes on a few things, just waiting for my coins to come through from NGC, man. It's frustrating. Jeez, they've been sitting in graded quality control for the last, I don't know how many business days, 4 business days. So it's just a waiting game. Unfortunately, I've been like, we're going to get it on Monday. No, we're going to get it on Tuesday. No, we're going to get it today. No. Waiting for the arse to fall out of it so I can stock up before the next depression. There you go. That's Mr. Dave. Doing good, Limey. Buying, and selling. There you go. He's profiting nicely. Anyone grabbing the 10-ounce germanium mint Columbia round? I did see that. That looks fantastic. I saw their I think they had a couple of videos on LinkedIn. Very nice indeed. AKA the tuna can. That is one thick round. It's like they've kept the diameter the same, but then they've got a really wide piece, which to me just doesn't make sense. Rather have a wider area personally, but I suppose it's what makes them unique. Right. So anyway, so it says here, gold and silver prices may also be seen as a safe haven bid on Trump bashing on the Federal Reserve again in his remarks in The Economist in New York. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell testifies on the U.S. economy in front of Congress today. Nothing new there. However, many feel Powell has and will continue to lean easy on U.S. monetary policy, due in part to Trump's berating of him, and the Fed is not lowering interest rates more. Gold and silver are also benefiting from the escalation and protesting. Again, benefiting like how? What do they think like a 20-cent increase after seeing like a $3 decline is anything to celebrate? Some people have got no idea. Key markets outside the US, blah blah blah. US economic data due to release on Wednesday includes the weekly MBA mortgage application survey. Let's have a look at this last. December silver future bears also have an overall near-term technical advantage. Prices are in a 2-month-old downtrend on the daily bar chart. Silver bulls' next upside price breakout objective is closing prices above the solid technical resistance of $18. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. $18 at the moment is major resistance. The next downside price objectives for the bears is closing price below solid support at $16. Wow. I certainly wouldn't want to see that. First resistance is seen at 17.10 and then at 17.25. Next support is seen at an overnight low of 16.72 and the week's low of 16.61. Those are all areas that are marked on the chart. All right, let's have a look at Palladium. There we go. Graham says, yeah, I agree, sucker. 250 mintage, I think. Wow, that's ultra low mintage. Wow. Right. We're on Palladium currently at the moment. Palladium's seen a bit of a nice correction. It's currently at $1,706 an ounce. The white gold. It's broken from its 20, however, the 50 orange line here has held nicely and it's able to build up off that, which is interesting. A lot of the other precious metals, we've seen it drop down to multiple levels. And even from silver perspective and gold perspective, we're currently sitting in these areas here. And platinum even is on, if I look at the daily chart, platinum is also sitting on the low side. So palladium currently not losing as much. So we might see further movement to the upside, because if you have a look at that area of support there is holding nicely. And that's because of this area here. We've got accumulation of this area and that creates a solid base of support. So currently we went down to that level and we're holding it, and you can clearly see it there. Today's trading we're heading higher. That is this area here. So we're heading those higher highs and higher lows. It's only been a couple of days, but you know, you can look at it from that perspective. We'll have a clearer update in regards to how the precious metals are looking on Friday. So yeah, let's have a look at the 4-hour. We should see some interesting activity on the 4-hour. Well, interesting on the 4-hour, we've got major resistance there at the 20 EMA, followed by the by the 200-day moving average. You can see it there, major resistance. So we've tried to break through 2 resistance levels. That is the 20 flowing down and that 200 flowing across. Attempted breakouts twice, rejection, back down again. When I look at rejection, I'm looking at this line over here. That's this 200-day moving average. We can see the wicks over here. Okay, so these wicks over here are where essentially it's meeting resistance and the selling's begun to bring it back down in line. So selling's come in, push the price back down again, and now we're actually sitting with a decent level of support in this area. Unfortunately, there's loads of resistance in this area, as we can clearly see. And again, we can correlate it to this side here. So that's our current support level, which is due to this area here is holding. So it'll be interesting to see how Palladium performs over the next couple of days, and then we can take a look at it. Next levels of support are currently here at 1692. If we break that, we'll pretty much head down to about 680, 1680, 1690. On the upside, though, major resistance in this area would have to clear this area first. And that's not going to be easy. Once we get through that area, we then got a solid base of support for us to tackle the higher levels. However, once we hit there, 1780, I'll put little arrows for you. So that's our first resistance zone there. Second resistance zone is here. Our third resistance zone is there. Our fourth resistance zone is in this area here. I'll put it here so you can clearly see it there. And our next resistance zone is, let's have a look at that, would form part of that zone there, up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those will be our main areas of resistance ahead for Palladium. Let's go back to the 1 day. So at least with the higher highs are there, the higher lows are there. That's a good start. If I look at all the other metals, though, we haven't had any higher. We've been heading, we've been higher lows and lower lows currently for platinum. Gold, on the other hand, has had higher highs and higher lows, which is a good start. And likewise with silver as well, has also seen higher lows and higher highs. So it's going to be interesting to see how that performs. Silver Stealer, how you doing? Awesome Silver Stealers here, driving but listening. Awesome. Gramstacker, say hello there. That's fantastic, everybody. Guys, hit the like button, please, if you wouldn't mind. That would be fantastic. I'd love to see a substantial amount of likes. That would be great. For those just joining now, please note that Monday's live stream is falling away. It's going to be replaced by Tuesday live stream, which will also include Wednesday. So we won't have a midweek live stream anymore. We're going to be having one on Tuesday, which gives us more coverage for Monday. Whereas in our current format, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we've only got a 1 day gap before we actually have a look. So from Friday and then Monday, and then Tuesday is the live stream, and then we've got a couple of days then until Friday's live stream to see the markets move. So just take note. Right, we're going to move on to the Bitcoin. Always an interesting one. Loads of news currently, if you think about it. All the channels, everyone's saying it's all good. You know, use cases are there. More people are buying it. More people might be buying it, but we're not really seeing much activity at the moment. Right, there's our resistance level. You can clearly see this line here. All the way down here. That is our current resistance line. And that pretty much tags all these wicks. So over the next couple of days, we're going to be seeing some form of action for Bitcoin. It's either going to be a breakout to the upside or a breakdown to the downside. If it was to, sorry, I'll leave those there. If there's a breakout at this level, where is it going to be headed? Right. Currently, we've got to look at, we can see here this translucent background here. You can clearly see the volume. The volume's fairly low. There's our massive spike these days here, which we've had these 3 massive, pretty strong buying candles. Other than that, it's been fairly quiet. You can see it there with sideways movements, and then we had a drop down. We're currently trading between the 200-day moving average and pretty much the 20 and the 50 moving average. So it's trading in a very tight range at the moment. There's a lot of test, a lot of rejection happening. So it's tomorrow is pretty much the day for this metal to perform. If there's going to be a breakdown, the first thing we're going to see is we're probably going to see a breakdown to this level here. That is the next level of support. That is this line here. It's currently a level of support, so we'll probably see it drop down to about 8586. If it breaks through that level, it's going to be pretty hard, and it's going to fall down to about this level here, and that is about the 84 level over here. So that pretty much matches this area here. You can see it's holding this area, but that's because we've got support in that area. The next major zone is here. And then from that, if there's a further breakdown, we're going to be in this area here, which is 8,100. And then if we have a look at the next zone, there it is there. Okay, so there's our support areas. Ding, 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 ding. And you can pretty much see it straight away. If there's a move to the upside, where are we going to see it? Well, first of all, our first resistance area is bang on this line here, followed by the next resistance level is right here. And that's 9,000. So literally we're going to break through. If we plan to break through, it's going to have to be pretty hard to get through here, because we've tried multiple times, have been rejected. I'm just going to remove some of these. Okay, then our next level of attack, if we're able to get above that level there, is this level here. That's 9.2, followed by this level here, which is 9.4, followed by this area here, 9.9. Now, essentially, these areas are very, very tight. So if we open up the broader picture of it, that's where our current support is there. The next level up from there is this level here. That would make sense to me, 9.9. So that's quite a big jump. So if we break the 9.4, then we're more than likely going to be testing these higher up areas fairly quick. I mean, there's another level there at 9.7, which probably makes a bit more sense, sort of an in-between level, 9.7, and then followed by this area here. So lots and lots of resistance there for Bitcoin currently at the moment. It's not without its challenges. I'm still waiting for low lows before I get back into this market. There's also the Bitcoin halving, which they're not really talking about. A lot of people are talking about the potential moves. Currently, if I look at the way Litecoin performed, the Litecoin halving, let's say many months before that, it hit its peak and began to decline. We haven't really seen that happen at the moment for Bitcoin. So I'm still waiting for those big capitulations that I'm expecting. So I'm going to hang about. I'm not in a hurry to get in. I'm just going to bide my time. Once the price is right, I'll get in. That's the best way to look at it. Let's have a look. 4 hours. This is on the 4-hour chart. Bitcoin at $8,757 per token. You can see it there, well under our resistance areas. The resistance area is very strong. It's going to have to do something in the next day. We could see a decline down to this level here, 8.5. At least that is a solid support zone. To me, that seems more likely based on the way this is performed. If you look at how close we've always been to that support area, we tried to break out here, rejection. We came back down to it, found support, pushed up, rejection, back down. So logically, to me, I definitely see us heading to this area. There's too much resistance in this area right here. So to me, it seems more likely that we'll hit support rather at this level and build up from there. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm not a betting man. I do my own research. Guys, only invest money you're prepared to lose. And understand the market, know what you're getting into when it comes to Bitcoin, because it's highly volatile and you can lose a lot of money. Right, let's have a look. We got a few more things in the chat here. Mudswat says smash, like, share, and subscribe. Very nice. Thanks very much for that, Mudswat. I have 6 accounts. I might log out and log back in and give you all the likes, says Mr. Dave. That's brilliant. 5 out of 5. Emil and Teresa Kamal says, hi, Limey, this is your YouTuber formerly known as Silver Husky. Cheers from Florida, man. How you doing? Jeez, that's good to see you. Wow, fantastic. Lovely profile pic as well. Limey, I'm home. I'm going to lose the stream for a bit. I'll smash the like button on the way out. You're a legend. Thanks very much there, Silver Stealer. We're pretty much wrapped up here, everybody. We're streaming for about 40 odd minutes. Let's have another look. I might just have a quick look at NGC to see if I've got any news there, and just see if they've. Let's see. It's what time is it there in Florida at the moment? Anyone in Florida? So it's 8. It's what's 8 o'clock minus 5 hours. It's about lunchtime, isn't it? 1300 hours. Yeah, still grading quality control, unfortunately. And I'll just show you what I'm seeing right now. So this is what I'm currently seeing on my NGC page. We got modern, that's my silver, and a friend and I submitted some coins in, so we put a submission in together, and that's what we're sitting with at the minute. So grading quality control is where it is at the moment. Right, so that's pretty much it, everybody. Hi, Silver Limey. I haven't seen any coins. I like here lately, except the reverse proof American silver. I just saw that. That is, I think Silver Wolverine was doing a video of it. I don't know if anyone's going to be getting into that, but that'd be awesome. Gramstacker says, "Get you subbed." There you go. 2:55 says Emil and Teresa. Oh, that's 8 minus. Yeah, that would make sense. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Speaking of NGC, I submitted a 2019 Canadian multi-faceted wolf. Man, that is an amazing coin. Extremely low numbers as well, Emil. That is a beautiful coin. We really have you done a video of it, or are you just waiting? You're waiting for the coin to come back. Oh, it came back 70. Well, congratulations on that, man. If you guys haven't seen that coin, Google that thing. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. Show me your bank balance. That's Mr. Dave. We're up to 11 here, guys. And I just want to thank you for watching. See you all on Friday. And there you go. Thank you for watching. See you all on Friday. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel and you've stayed till the end here, hit the subscribe. Subscriber appreciation giveaway is going to be coming up soon. So make sure you comment on my videos, because I'll be doing a giveaway soon. I'm not going to tell you which one it is. I'll surprise everybody with the giveaway. But if you comment on my videos, I won't give away too much, but there's going to be an appreciation giveaway. So just make sure you comment on the videos, you subscribed, you like the videos. So get busy after this, because it's coming soon. 6 of them are me. There you go, Mr. Dave. Awesome, man. So look, Gramstacker says, "Thanks, Limey. Have a good day, everyone." Graham, thanks very much for dropping in. Fantastic. It's always great to see you. Likewise with Mr. Dave, Emil, Silver Husky. It's good to see you, buddy. Mr. Dave, 1 ounce of gold, please. There you go. That's Mr. Dave Gramstacker. Silver Limey 79. Wait, that's my channel. Emil and Teresa Kamar. Mark B. Appreciate you dropping in, bud. Silver Stealer. Mudswat. Sucker for silver. Do one more here. Coin collector. Nice one, guys. I'll see you on Friday. So just make sure your notification bells are hit, and I'll give you guys updates in the community posts. Take care, and I'll see you all soon.